Hi True Nature Medicine Tribe, it's Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature, and I am coming to you from a car wash because wow, what would happen if you drove a dirty car? I've never been quite high on my priorities. I was told I was full of shit, and I'm quite happy to be that because at least I know I have a body that is brilliant at eliminating its crap on a very tiniest fashion, and I have really happy gut microbiome. But oh goodness, it's just like, you know, what are some of the banal things that you're doing and that people are projecting a wrongness at you, that you are full of shit, or too big for your boots, or full of it, or full of yourself. I mean, how many of you can relate to being told that you're full of yourself? And if you're not full of yourself, who are you supposed to be full with? I have a body that is full of my own beautiful frequencies that I came in to share with the world, and I don't want to die with my song inside, so I get on these little daily doses of medicine to share some of what's going on in my world, and hopefully you can relate to perhaps being made wrong for being too full of yourself and ostracized or vilified or rejected by peers. I know that was a big thing for me growing up, that we're made wrong when we're actually standing in our truth and are filled up with confidence of speaking our truth or living in our true nature. And I want to change that. So if any of you have kids and you're listening to this, you know, well, how can we change things? That our children don't have to grow up feeling that there's something wrong with them because they're not normal, or they're not fitting in, or they're not who other people want them to be. It's all control, it's all about manipulation. And what if manipulation could be fun? What if you could actually have fun knowing when someone is manipulating you, or when you are manipulating someone else to get what you want? How about that? How about that one for today? You know, it's just like, give me some love, give me some hearts. Hi Anastasia, hi Susan. But yeah, you know, can you relate to being made wrong for just following your own vibe, singing your own song, tuning into your own intuition, your own impulses about what you want to do, being independent of what everyone else thought? Or did you have a father like mine that said my way or the highway? You know, if you're in this house, you'll do it my way. And we go out seeking approval, not seeking approval, giving when we don't want to give. And maybe, you know, maybe you heard someone imply that it wasn't okay for you to ask for what you want and stand in your own truth. Give me some love here if this is relating to you. But, you know, when have you been told that you need to conform, that you need to fit in and be like everybody else? And, you know, that's been disguised in the life transformational personal development world as follow me, you know, do it my way, pay me money and I'll teach you how to be like me. And role modeling, you know, or, you know, buying a program or doing something and finding something that someone else is doing, and then you sound like them. You know, what happened to your own voice? You know, we're touting to be free, to find your own voice, and yet on the other hand, people are saying, oh no, don't do it like that, do it like I'm doing it. You know, what if you just play the song that you want to sing? Yes, it's great, it has its place to learn from different people, learn from modalities, learn from systems, learn from life experiences, and then find your own way, sing your own song. You know, you have your own frequency. Hi Gail. You know, there's no one on the planet that sings like you sing, plays the way that you play, gifts the way that you give, and there never will be, because you have your own unique frequency. You know, it's just as unique as your fingerprints, it's your spiritual resonance, and it's your freedom to be you, not somebody else. And when you tap into the power of that and the legitimacy and the resonance, people around you are going to take notice. They're going to be astounded at the ease and the speed and the elegance at which you express your own true nature, your creativity, your song, your creation. And a lot of times people will freak out and call you a freak. You know, how many of you have been told you're a freak because you don't do things like everybody else? So would you be willing to receive that judgment as a gift and receive it? Be full of shit. Be full of yourself. To which you can smile nicely and say to that person, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am so full of myself. I am filled up with me. Who else should I be full of? You know, I just love that. I just love that. You know, what if you could just tap into your own frequency? Feel your own alignment to your heart's calling 24/7. And download what you want to download and get rid of the things that aren't fun or aren't bringing you joy. And just feel for the best next thing. Remember, you don't need to know the whole path. You just need to know what's the next one thing, the priority that I'm going to take to get more joy, to give more, to tap into my gift, to be full of myself. Because if you do the training like we did in the 7-day Believe Challenge, you've already seen for yourselves that when you take small steps with great consistent action, before you know it, you're going to be flying. You're going to be so full of yourself, so filled up with joy, so filled up with happiness that people around you are going to want to know what drug you're on or what's wrong with you, because you're not allowed to be happy on planet Earth, and you're certainly not allowed to speak in your own voice. So how can we start to change that today? Hi, Judy Anderson. And yeah, what song are you going to sing today? Sing to your own tune. Be your own fiddle. And move away from people that are vibrating on a low frequency to you, that want to pull you down into the muck, into the shit, rather than enjoying that you can make money at a great fertilizer. And how much shit are you willing to let go of so that you get to show up and tend to your garden, sing your song, share your voice and your gifts in the world, and just go out there and be freaking amazing, because you are. So what did you say? Next will be from the bathtub. Absolutely. Yeah, nothing like a good coffee enema. Just get all your insides going. But that's a whole nother dose of true nature medicine for another day. But yeah, so you know, that was kind of my little download today. It's that time of the year, and every year we have the same conversation, and I'm willing to change the status quo this year as far as putting up Christmas decorations that actually don't have any kind of resonance to where I'm going or bring me that much joy. And my daughter doesn't want to help put up the Christmas tree, and every year it's the same old thing. And I'm like, if you want a Christmas tree, put it up by all means. It reminds me of that story of a woman, third generation woman, and she's in the kitchen, and her mother's there and her grandmother's there and her little girl is there, and they're preparing the ham. They're preparing this big ham or turkey or whatever it was for Christmas, and she's cutting the corners off the ham, and her little girl says to her, "Mom, why do you every year do you cut the corners off the ham? Why do you do that?" And she says, "I don't know. I do it because my mom always did that, and it's part of the family tradition to cut the corners off the ham." So her mother turns to her grandmother and says, "Mom, why did you always cut the corners off the ham before you baked it every Christmas?" And she says, "Well, I don't know. I did it because my mother had always done it that way." So they turn to the great grandmother, and she says, "Well, tell us. No one had ever asked before, why do we every year, because it's family tradition, cut the corners off the ham?" And the great grandmother says, "Because it never fitted in the pan." So I love that story, because it's just like, would you be willing to ask some questions, to be so full of yourself that you're ready to let go of all the crap, all the traditions that are not working for you anymore, and create life on your terms. Create life that in a way that makes you joyful, that makes other people around you start to question the things that they've taken as the status quo or the tradition or the way that things get done, that even though they're not working, the insanity is we keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So in my house right now, I'm like, I refuse to put up the Christmas tree. My daughter didn't want to help today, and my husband said we're both full of shit, and we do it because that's what we've always done. And we both turned around and said, "Have fun putting up the Christmas tree, Dad," because we don't want to. So if you want a Christmas tree, if you want to put the lights, if it brings you joy, go for it. But what if we could just start for today? So that's my question to you today is, what are some of the traditions, some of the things that are perhaps coming to your reality in your world right now that aren't working for you anymore? And what are you going to do to start to change that, to bring more joy into your life and open you up to a whole new way of infinite possibilities, infinite choice, infinite abundance that are going to fill you up so that you can be full of you, full of it, full of the joy, because I'm choosing that, and I hope that you do too. So post your comments and questions below. Tell me if you're loving these little daily doses of body mind medicine from Access Your True Nature, and if you have been, hi Tanya, great question. What traditions aren't working? Absolutely. You know, what are some of the traditions that are just not aligned with your frequency? And would you be willing to be a freak of nature and no longer be freaked out by all the things that piss you off, make you miserable, and drag you down? I'm choosing something different, an irreverent Christmas, and one where I just get to celebrate some slow time and not have to hook into the traditions of Christmas. We haven't done it in my family for a long time. My husband's still caught up in some of that. So, you know, where are you willing to compromise and where you're willing to manipulate that they get what they want, you get what you want, and it's a win-win all around. I'm choosing that world. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. I have to show you this gorgeous motorbike here. And that was another thing too. It's just like, I don't care if I drive a dirty car. It actually makes no difference to me. But, you know, no one's going to die. So that's a really good question too. You know, if I don't choose this, will it kill me? Will it kill somebody else? Will anyone get hurt? It's always a great question. And then following that, I love my car. And it has nothing to do with respect or no respect or not honoring or not looking after. It's just like, it's 32 degrees. It's going to rain again, and there's a lot of dust at the places that I go. That's why I have a 4x4. I play with the horses. I love to do that stuff, and I like my car dirty. It makes me happy to have a dirty car that can tell a million stories because it's gone off-road, and it has nothing to do with respect or a lack of honoring to drive a dirty car. So what are your comments about that, and where you've possibly been made wrong because in somebody else's reality their perspective is that is disrespect. So I'm going to show you this gorgeous motorbike, and then I'm going to sign off for the day. Have a beautiful day wherever you are. I'm going to clean my car. Oops, here it comes. It's already coming. And I wonder what fun I could have messing it up and making it dirty again. Alright guys, look at this gorgeous thing. Isn't that a cute bike? It is a dragster. And somebody obviously has a lot of fun riding this beautiful bike. So, there's my keys to the castle. I will speak to you guys soon. Lots of love. Bye!